Good morning. It's 11:05 a.m. Do you know where your home equity is? Welcome to the Velocity of Money. Here now to answer your questions about real estate, capital, equity, funding, and finance, your host of the Velocity of Money, Michael J. Barnes.
Welcome back to the Velocity of Money. This is Michael J. Barnes, and you are listening to KFNX 1100, Arizona's news talk leader. It's the eve of Thanksgiving, and we know that everyone's very busy trying to rush home and get things done. We want you all to be safe out there, and we certainly hope that everyone has a fantastic Thanksgiving. Today's show is a timely message. We have with us an expert in the tax ramifications of the different types of mortgage situations that people find themselves in. We've brought on Mike Patinella that I'll introduce in just a moment, as well as Brett Fallon is back with us. But we're going to be talking about the tax implications of short sales, foreclosures, and some of the different types of loan modifications. Now, if you listen to our show regularly, you know that we have been, over the last few weeks, several weeks maybe, talking about loan modifications, but we've been getting hundreds of emails and calls requesting more information on the loan modifications, but there's also some interesting questions that people ask about what's going to happen in regard to taxes. That's the one thing that so many people aren't talking about. Well, we need to talk about it. It's something that we need to bring to you for you to hear, and that's what we're going to focus the majority of today's show on. Before I introduce Mike, though, I need to introduce once again one of my very best friends and the best financial advisor I've ever known, Brett Fallon. Brett, thanks for being on the show with us today.
Thank you for having me back.
Thank you. Last week, I was unable to be here and do the show myself live. Brett was very, very gracious and carried the show. He came in and he did a great show last week and for the Velocity of Money. And we thank you so much, Brett, for doing that. The information was really well done.
It was a lot of fun. I'm still working on the emails and phone calls from last week, working through those, but it was a great show.
Well, and Brett also has some information, too, in regard to the markets. I mean, geez, there's some great, really exciting stuff out there. But before I throw that back over to Brett, we have our expert guest today is a CPA. His name is Mike Patinella. Mike, thank you for being on the air with us today.
No, thanks for having me.
You know, coming out the day before Thanksgiving, I know that your family's getting ready, you have lots of things to do. Coming out here to downtown Phoenix to do a live broadcast at 4 o'clock is, we really appreciate it. That's not an easy task. I really appreciate you being here.
It's my pleasure.
So we've, Mike is an expert in taxes. He's an actual CPA. He knows the ins and outs of all matters tax, but his expertise in this particular area isn't widespread, though any CPA is a good CPA. Mike is an expert and is going to have specific answers to some questions that we've put together. If you have had a foreclosure, or you are facing a foreclosure, or if you're considering a short sale, or bankruptcy, any number of these different things, we're going to touch on just a little bit. But one more thing to give you some information in regard to the Velocity Money Radio Show. For more information, if you're not able to listen to the entire broadcast today, you can call the office right now at 480-835-6248. That's 480 Velocity. And we have people there to take your name, phone number, and information, and we will get a call back. I will personally call you back if you'd like. We have a few members on our staff that are experts in loan modifications. We've put together a great video that helps explain the process. It's about 7 minutes long, and we send out that video to you tomorrow. Well, not tomorrow, but we'll get that video out to you immediately. Just leave your information there at 480-835-6248. That's 480 Velocity. That's where you get information. Also important to point out, if you would like more information on Brett Fallon for any matters financial, or Mike Patinella in regard to taxes and issues with that, you can also call that number and we can get you in touch directly with them or give you the email, whatever it is that you need. We have people there right now to help you get this information in a timely manner. So Michael, thank you. Mike, excuse me, thanks again.